to battle, because we know that when they're at home, they can prove to be a real handful.
And we are underway right here with a huge kickoff here coming in from Mbarara City, looking to charge on the left here. But Kenneth Semakula reading the pass well and intercepting. Good game reading there from the AC Villa skipper.
Yeah, but a very good opportunity for Mbarara to try and get in behind Villa's defense and get a goal, and still it's misused by Henry Kitegenyi. He should have done better because his teammate Akwananaho had made the run in. Through a very poor pass from Henry Kitegenyi.
That's going to be a yellow card, but I'm not certain. That should be a booking. That looked like Umalutalo got onto the ball, and it was Pius Kagwa's momentum that might have caused him to get a bit of a whiplash. But Asadu Semere rarely gets these calls wrong, so we'll wait for the referees, or we will wait for another look of the game. And the groans and screeches of agony from Pius Kagwa seem to tell a very different story. So yellow card brandished at Umalutalo.
The training ground. And that is play the ball, pass it, move and whatnot. But I just don't think that the ground can favor you that much. So sometimes you need to know the position in which you are and where you should play the tiki-taka and where you should maybe try and be more direct, like what Mbarara keeps doing.
Well, that ball is left to roll over the line. Francis Odongo unable to pick out the right pass. It's a midfield that needs real reinforcement. Haven't seen Yunus Sibirwa and Francis Odongo really impose themselves, but you also have to understand, playing as the two men in that midfield alone really leaves them quite alienated. But there could be an opportunity here. Semakula, timely interception, hacks the ball clear. It's a throw in now for Mbarara City.
Yeah, like you pointed it out, you've got to credit Sivira and of course Odong, Francis. They've done a pretty good job, handling that Villa midfield of three. And of course, you also got the wingers coming in, they drop in sometimes. Can be little too much work.
Well, now this is where they have the advantage in the overload, but the shot is a little too tame. They need to find a way to get the ball to the front line. That's where they have the numerical balance. They have 4 attackers on 4 defenders. Push to go man-to-man, 1v1 situations.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I thought that Duhare, with that kind of lame shot, should have done better. He could have played a 1-2 with his teammate Akwananaho, and you know that Akwananaho has his stronger foot being the left as opposed to Duhare. Should have slid the ball in for him, and that would have allowed Akwananaho to actually run in behind.
Referee adjudges the Bison, Henry Kitegenyi, to have fouled, much to the disapproval of both Kitegenyi.
And for him to sustain it this long is clearly commendable.
Referee Asadu Semere brings a close to the first act of this game and hits the skies, letting open as the second half gets underway right here at the Kacheka Stadium. Still goalless, though you anticipate that it's going to get a little even more crafty as the second half gets underway. Hefty clearance.
I remember Mole Biokwaso played in that game. He was a workaholic. He's a player actually who combined everything. He had technique, he had skill, but also was such a hard worker, and he kept his place in the team.
Dusan Stanjanovic here reminding his players of the task at hand, hollering consistently on what he anticipates from them, and the referee judges that's a foul. I'm not so certain I understand why.
Yeah, neither do I. I think that what Sechiganda did seems to be in the law, that he was trying to get to protect his own cylinder so that the opponent doesn't get in. And anyway, I don't know, because the referee seems to signal that he bent to sort of like carry the opponent, but I just didn't see that as being the case.
Long ball, shot coming in, and not well met here by Sadat, but there could be an opportunity here for Yunus Sibirwa. And again, Nomanango Findru alert and in the right place at the right time. Quickly becoming a favorite for me if it stays this way as the man of the match.
Well, he hasn't been able to pull off saves. That's it. That's the interesting thing about him. But he has kept the balls out, and I think that somehow somebody may say that Mbarara has made it easy for him, because that's the 4th shot on target, but nothing really to test the goalkeeper that you could talk about.
Well, many times the mark of greatness is making it look easy. Chance here for Sechiganda, getting a touch in here, but the ball is intercepted. AC Villa trying to scramble their way forward. They've been woeful up front, haven't really tested out the goalkeeper Nsamba for Mbarara City. And here comes another chance to go forward. Sadat Nsubuga, chested down well by Semakula. Now into the center of the park. Clumsy pass there coming in from Sechi, who was actually Samugerwa.
Yeah.
Diego. I won't be surprised if he's the next on that list of players that will be rolling out, probably in favor of a certain you could fancy maybe Elvis. And the breeze having a little more intensity behind it, as there's another potent attack here. Mbarara City have the chance, and a shot from distance. Goalkeeper spills. It's tapped in, but will it count? It doesn't look like it will. Assistant referee having his flag up here in that instance. We have the benefit of another sight. That's a very tight margin. That's a very, very tight margin.
I think this one will show us
better angle. All right.
Let's see when the shot is taken in.
Yep, yes. Spot on from the assistant referee.
Brilliant referee, but poor goalkeeping nonetheless.
He hasn't really had the output expected of him. That is Isaac Amutohaire. So he exits the pitch, and in his place comes Hussein Mwanje, a midfielder. So they're now going to a lone attacker in Henry Chitegenyi.
Yeah, I think that the trick here is that Mwanje can provide the passes to Henry Chitegenyi, as opposed to what we're seeing with Amutohaire playing alongside Chitegenyi. So now they have the numbers in midfield. They have that creative midfielder right behind them, but they also have the threat from the wings of what we've seen Subuga Sadat and of course Kwandanaho.
Smart back heel there from the captain, as the shot is eventually unleashed by Yunus Sibirwa. Mbarara City growing in confidence.
They've had more shots on target by the incidentally now. That is shot number 6 on goal, if you also to add the one that was sent in on target. And Villa is yet to have a shot on target in this game.
Coming close with 2 shots from Patrick Kakande, but putting them high and wide. Restarting the ball into the center of the park, picked up here by Akandanwaho. Flicked away, back to Akandanwaho, now looking for Chitegenyi. Some aggressive manhandling that will definitely incur the referee's attention from Arnold Odong. Can have very little to play in that instance, so definitely a free kick.
Yeah, he definitely just dragged Henry Chitegenyi down. Now Henry Chitegenyi is looking a real monster to this Villa defense now that he's the one leading the line, as opposed to when he was the one playing off to Hairi.
Drifting off the wing, I must say. Well, this is a dangerous area for AC Villa, especially looking at how the team Mbarara City are positioning themselves for the set piece. Seem to be really drawing out onto the wing.
But good performance also from Magumba Bakari to keep it out.
Elvis Ngonde taking over the set piece roles. Now delivers, and there's a fumble there. Goalkeeper Hakim Samba had nearly messed that up. And Arnold Odong, we warned about the threat he poses. Almost the beneficiary here. Well, talk about a real escape once again from Mbarara City. Lucky.
Yeah, they really escaped. Clearly, that was an escape from jail. That should have easily been a goal for Villa. But I guess what happened is that Arnold Odong just got his eyes off the ball and didn't give it the direction that he needed to have.
Clearances looking more and more clumsy by the minute here from Mbarara City. Another long ball launched in. This time it's nodded away by Arnold Odong to allow AC Villa fall back and revert to defensive formation.
I think the game has largely been Mbarara's game in the second half. I think they've had more chances towards goal.
Heavy raised boot, and that will definitely be a booking. Straight red card. Ali shower for Bakari Magumba.
Emphasize, and it's important. If you're to be a competitive side, you need to have really imposing defenders, and of course, if you're also to play on the continent in the future, you need to have that imposing nature about your players. So, and that's what Villa used to be. If you look back at back in the day, they were that kind of team. The same Gavisa Sules.
A chance here now for the captain. Akandanwaho takes the shot, and this time there'll be no spillover. AC Villa releasing the ball or relinquishing it in a wrong place, and Semakula not happy now. That's another switch off from Elvis Ngonde, permitting Sibirwa with the ball.
I don't think that there's so much to play. I think that the referee Semere has handled the game quite well.
It ends exactly as it started, and nothing will separate the two teams. SC Villa will have to wait once again